this piece. I'm not gonna hold anything back, I'm just telling you that I've been authorized. It's a 3.5% upfront deposit.
Where does that number come from? Why did they authorize
comes from corporate.
Why did they authorize that amount? What's the basis for it?
Let me just see if there, I don't really have anything other than, this is what the accountants went through. It might be that's all that we have in liquidated cash to be able to offer you at this point. I don't know. So, like I said, there's 3.5% right there up front. We can give that to you. And then, and you can chew on that. You can throw back a number to me, and all I'm going to say is, that's all I have. There's nothing more, nothing less. But we can move on at that point to start times, end times, bonus times, things like that, if that's what you want to talk about. We would like to start June 1st of this year. I know that's coming up rather quickly, but being the smaller live company that you are, I think you have faith that you can move into that. We'd like the end date December 1st of 2015. Given those numbers so far, does that look like something that you might be able to do?
That's a quick start, even for a small company. And it's a very short end date. I've never heard of anybody doing this kind of thing in a year and a half. Sorry, bad man. That's pushing it. I'd be a little more comfortable with June 1st of 16, just to give us that amount of time, because there are some center firms we're talking about now for a large project. So I have some heartburn with the 12/1/15 end date.
Well, like I said, I know that the powers that be, they're pretty set on that date. But what I can do, hopefully to sweeten it, is that if you can complete before that, even if it's a day, there's a $1 million bonus. That's ahead of schedule and on budget, $1 million.
Don't really have to worry about that one.
Now, we do require, there is a 50% completion target date. So, and that we're only looking at June 1st of 14. So we're looking at a start date of June of this year, a completion of December of 2015. We'd like to be 50% completed by June 1st of 2014. So the next year, 50% completion. Finish early, on time, on budget, $1 million.
Which basically means you think we can finish 300 suites in a year. That's what your limits are.
Well, not exactly. That's if you're looking at it in a linear fashion. I mean, that's if you're looking at it in a linear fashion. Construction sometimes takes 75% of what we're looking at, and then the final 25% is moving in furniture and things like that. So it's not always linear when you look at this. You're not going to go 1 room, 2 room, 3 room. You're going to do all the construction at once, and then you're going to do the furniture and furnishing, so to speak. So that it's not linear. We think you can hit the 50% mark in a year. And then it will take a year and a half to do whatever's left. And again, I'm not the expert in this particular scenario. I don't know it's 100%, but you know, we think you can do it. We're willing to put $1 million up to show that we think you can.
You think we can do it, but no offense, I know my business better than you know my business, you know your business better than I know your business. I'm not sure I can meet those kinds of deadlines. You know, we think we created a masterpiece for you in Venora. We want to create a masterpiece for you. Can you really put that kind of a restricted timeline on creating a masterpiece?
You know,
It's not a lot of time.
how long did it take Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel?
A long time.
A long time. And that was a piece of art. This is a hotel that we're looking to make money with. So, and this is always that push and pull when you have the numbers people and the creative people come together. And the problem with that is obviously we have bottom lines, we have budgets, things of that nature. So, you know, unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, from it comes up on high. These are our dates. These are our dates. These are our numbers, etc. I hope that you can work within these, but I don't have much leeway in any of those to really negotiate with you. You know, there's some things that are just this is what they want to do. And it may have to do with the tax code, you know, things have to be built and done by a certain date, you know, December, get it within a certain tax year as opposed to another, et cetera. So,
Let me ask you this. What are you going to do to us if we don't finish by that date, that end date? Are you going to withhold money again? And I know that's not what you're doing with Venora, but I'm trying to figure out what the consequences are if I say yes, but we can't do it.
well, this project is going to be soup to nuts, and this is what it's going to cost. We don't want to see overruns. We don't want to see beyond dates, things of that nature. You know, the reality of it is, at this stage of the game, if you go beyond, obviously you're not going to get the $1 million bonus.
So I said it's a non-issue for us.
You know,
I don't think it's feasible, even if we had a firm 3 times as big as this one is. I don't think we could do it at that time.
well, you know, unfortunately, that's, how do I put this? You know, if you're asking me to tell you 100% that, hey, okay, go beyond that date, you know, nothing will happen, I can't tell you that. You know, because then we have to analyze, why did you go beyond that date? Was it because, you know, I worked on a project one time where somebody was sending some pool tiles from China and the boat capsized. Whose fault was that? It wasn't the designers, it wasn't the architects, it wasn't the homeowners. So, you know, we have to work around certain things. If it's because your employees say, you know, it's Blue Friday every Friday, that's on you. So,
No offense, my employees don't do that, at least they haven't yet.
I'm using that as an example. I mean, you know, but regardless, I can't. I'm not a prognosticator. I can't look 2 years into the future or 2.5 years in the future and say, you know, that's what it is. But for the right here, the right now, getting to this point, these are the things that I have. You know, look at that. Look at the Hightower project. I mean, you're owed to $10 million, but there's some legal snafus that I don't think, you know, I don't think anybody thought. And I'm telling you, and I've been informed by my GC that, you know, you're going to get paid. As soon as that's wrapped up, you get paid. So, you know, who knew that was going to happen?
You know, I'd love to say yes, I just don't know if I can do it that quickly. I'm not sure I can do it before June 1st of 16. I'm not sure I can finish that. I'd like to tell you yes and bear the consequences if we don't, but I don't do business that way.
I don't have much leeway in that particular date. So,
I guess we don't have a deal.
okay.
Hopefully we'll get your 10 million back soon.
I'm told you will.
I hope. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Mr. Dave.